So much to talk about with Nitish Mittersain, the Joint Managing Director and CEO at Nazara Technologies. Thank you so much for taking time out, Nitish. It's one of the largest fundraisers that you've undertaken, 900 crores. Can you tell us a little bit more about where you'll be using the funds, and can you confirm whether part of this is going to be allocated to the recent acquisition of the 47% stake in pokerbaazi? If you can unmute yourself, Nitish.
As you know, Nazara is today India's largest and most diversified gaming platform, and we are rapidly expanding globally. With that perspective, we see many opportunities of good companies that we can invest in, and in the right value framework, which can create significant shareholder value. Which is why we've decided to undertake this fundraise. Last week, we also announced the investment into pokerbaazi, which was a significant sum of 982 crores. So recapitalizing the company at this point of time will enable us to take appropriate action to grow the company to scale. We have a fantastic opportunity, and that's why we're executing this.
Yes, indeed. I've literally lost track of the kind of number of acquisitions that you have undertaken. This year alone, you've been on an acquisition spree. So let's talk about how many you've taken in 2024 alone, and what are the plans for your future acquisitions? Because I know you've spoken about offline gaming, the publishing sectors. You had also earmarked about $100 million of a war chest for global expansion over the next 2 years in the month of March. So how much more to go?
Sure. I think this is a moment in time for Nazara where we can really scale the business and set the trajectory for long-term growth. So, it's really imperative that we take appropriate action and, move fast. We have, a fairly strong team that's working on this. We have a very decentralized approach to M&A because we do it at Nazara level, but many of our subsidiaries that are generating their own cash also redeploy that cash into acquisitions. We don't have a specific count or target of acquisitions. We believe we are patient in terms of trying to find businesses that really fit our framework of acquisition, and only then act. In the last year, we had raised capital, and we were very patiently creating a deal pipeline where we looked at a lot of companies. And this year we got more into action mode, where we are actually executing some of the companies we liked. So yeah, no specific target or numbers of companies that we're looking to acquire, but wherever we see a good opportunity, we will move fast.
Good morning, and thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with us today. But tell me, you've been solidifying your leadership position in the sports media landscape as well, right? With that additional 19.35% stake in Absolute Sports, which is the parent of Sportskeeda. Tell me what exactly is the plan when it comes to this particular segment?
Sure. For us, Sportskeeda has been an outperformer. It has not only grown significantly in India, but is now a number 5 or number 6 sports destination in the UK and the US market. From the time we acquired this business 5 years back, it was a 15-20 crore revenue business, to today a 200 crore plus revenue business with significant profitability. It's generating its own cash. It's not a very capital intensive business, which is why the free cash that is being generated is now being redeployed by the Sportskeeda team to do synergistic M&A that helps them grow faster. We believe they are on a very good trajectory and will continue to grow and continue to be an important business vertical for Nazara.
Point taken. Nitish, also wanted your take regarding the overall consolidated revenues and profitability from here on, because revenues were a bit flat in FY24. Which of the acquisitions you expect to scale up this year and provide that fillip? And what about profitability? Because sometimes acquisitions are margin and profit dilutive to begin with.
Sure. I think most of the businesses we are acquiring are, profitable businesses that will add to our revenues and EBITDA. Like I said, we are being patient in the sense that we are not following a growth at all costs, kind of strategy. We want to ensure that we do the right things from the medium to long-term perspective. And that's a policy we followed for a long time. So I believe we will continue to, particularly Fusebox, the UK studio that we acquired a few weeks ago, I think is a very strong addition to our bottom line. Nazara is also very cash flow focused. If you look at our FY24 numbers, our free cash from operations was about 110% of our EBITDA for the year. So it's very important for us to generate this operating cash flow, which we can then keep redeploying into new investments and new growth areas.
Okay, interesting. And what's the latest update? Because it was a few months ago that you received the letter of intent for the acquisition of Smash Entertainment, and that's backed by Sachin Tendulkar. What's the update in terms of a timeline or how much you'll shell out? I feel I've been asking you this question forever.
We were shortlisted as a successful bidder for that asset. And right now it's in the NCLT process. I think it's 2-3 months out. So we are following that process, and hopefully we will get control of the company in the next 2-3 months, post which we will implement a revival and growth strategy plan for it.
How much will you be shelling out for this? It's a complete acquisition, right?
Yes, it's a complete acquisition. We haven't disclosed the figure yet, but it remains well suited within our framework of valuation that we want to wish. It's a EBITDA generating company and will again add to our cash flows.
AI and artificial intelligence, all of that is really reshaping every sector and every company, and you guys are at the forefront of technology as well. So tell us how you're deploying AI in your business.
We think AI is really going to be disruptive, and I think more disruptive, both in even in a positive manner in the coming years. So it's very imperative for a company like us to be very much on the ball when it comes to AI. We recently announced a partnership with the Telangana government to set up a center of excellence on AI. We've also created an internal AI task force. And some of the low-hanging fruits we are tackling is, how are games developed today, and how each module of this process can be reinvented using AI or with an AI first approach. And I think that is something we're making good progress on.
Okay, Nitish, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today.
Thank you. Take care.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.